And we're just returning now to that lead story, the fact that the European Union has cut off financial aid to Niger, announcing it won't recognize the authorities who conducted that coup overthrowing President Mohamed Bazoum. And we've also got news in that France has suspended all development aid to Niger. Well, to help us put this international reaction into context, I'm now joined by France 24 senior reporter Cyril Payen. Cyril, we've had this meeting at the Elysee. French President Emmanuel Macron flew in specifically for it. What does that speak to in terms of the importance of the situation in Niger?
Well, it speaks indeed by itself. The emergency of this meeting, as you said, the president was aware with some of his ministers, key ministers, regarding army matters and so on. So they flew this morning after a long flight, and they had this emergency meeting. We are in the middle of summer. This is not quite regular, and especially having this kind of emergency security meeting when it regards the matter of the affairs, of a country which is far away in Africa. Niger is a key strategic place by many means, security-wise, of course, because we have been the France have been deploying 1,500 regular forces in Niamey after exiting quite brutally, I will say, last year from Mali and Burkina Faso, because some juntas just took over the power there, and these traditionally partner countries. And we have a few hundred special forces, but also American forces, a big drone base of drones, US-based drones is based in Agadez, in northern Niger. So there is a lot of things at stake, not naming the economic reasons, which we have petrol, uranium, lots of things, which is interesting a lot of partners. So all that say, there were a lot of investment, I would say, political investment in the last democratic elected president, which was Mohamed Bazoum. So seeing him as a domino effect to be taken away by a junta is a very bad news. So it shows, this is the reason why the UN, as you were saying, the EU, the World Bank, and also the Ecowas, who is going to have a summit tomorrow, everybody's putting pressure, and this is quite rare in the matter. Again, in this time, it looks like very much everybody wants to take back the time and tries to avoid to have this no return situation by having this junta in power in Niger.
Well, let's just talk on that point with Ecowas and the African Union. Have we seen a similar trend in previous coup attempts in Africa, or is this something new where they are putting the pressure on? And what kind of change can they actually effect?
This is the $1 million question, which I wouldn't answer so far. We'll see. It's to answer your question. This is quite unique, I would say, in the speediness of the reaction. And sometimes all these huge organizations are sending warnings. We give you 1 month to change the blah, blah, blah. And this is not working this way. The African Union, for instance, gave 15 days to the military, I'm quoting them, to go back to the barracks, and they will never, ever recognize the junta. These are very strong words in diplomacy. And again, it's very, very rare, and it's putting indeed a lot of pressure on the shoulders of the military, but also by the fact that they are taking off stage the president. It's the 5th day now. They're taking the president, the wife of the president, and his elder son. So it's a lot of pressure by many respects.
And what do you envisage now for the jihadist threat, and how under the new General Tiani, who has assumed authority, Niger can basically cope with that threat?
Well, this is also the contradiction, because this very Nigerian military, which I know because I go very often reporting in this place, are very close to the French, the American, because there is a sense of cooperation. So blaming this government about the problem of security doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't make sense to us, but also to the Nigerian population, which is quite mute, and we can understand that when you see military coming to power, you remain quiet because you don't know. So there is maybe this threat of having the trend that we have been experiencing in Burkina Faso or Mali to go with new partners, namely Russia. And Russia was not that much implemented in Niger. far less than in the neighboring countries. But they could be surfing and to be very opportunistic. Wagner, for instance, Evgeny Prigozhin's Wagner is extremely good at that, to be extremely quick. And well, let's see. But now the solution is in the hand of the military, but you have a lot of bad sign coming from the international community. And again, and to finish, Niger is an extremely poor country, and it can't survive more than 15 days or 1 month without the external help. So it's really, really a big issue.
And we'll see what follows in the days to come. Cyril Payen, thank you so much for your insight.